for a very important reason, because you're not good yet. Like when you start off at zero, you have to build the skills of speaking on camera, of making content, of even cutting hair. So be thankful for the fact that you're starting at zero and you don't have 100,000 followers, because if you have that many followers, you're going to probably have a lot of clients in the chair or in the salon and you're not ready for them yet. So there's a specific reason that the universe works the way it does. And as you get better, you're going to build up followers. And as you build up followers, you're going to build up your business. And as you build up your business, there's going to be more people speaking about the quality of the service that you provide and the quality of the haircut and the experience and all of that stuff. And if you build it too fast, you're not going to have the fundamental skills required to operate a business like that. So be grateful for the position that you're in right now. And there's a direct connection between where you're at, like your skill wise, and how much you're making. And if you aren't ready yet, if you don't have the skills behind the chair, but you're really good at marketing, good marketing makes a bad product fail faster. So this happens a lot with the younger stylists coming up. And this is why I feel like they get burnt out. They don't want to do services. They only want to stay in one lane and not expand on what they want to do. It's because they're really good at marketing. Like they got an amazing TikTok. They have an amazing Instagram. And they build up this following. And then people start asking for graduated bobs and short haircuts and bangs and technical coloring jobs, right? Like it's really difficult for them to do. Like gray coverage and red and some other stuff that might be a little more like beyond the fundamentals of color. Like you really got to go beyond your basics. And what begins to happen is they just want to do lived in color. They don't want to do any box side because it's too hard to strip out of the hair. And you could say it's because of your, what you want to do and you want to specialize in something, but I'm going to beg to differ and say it's a lack of skills, because why would you want to turn down money? If you do this to make people happy and feel beautiful, why would you want to turn that down? So start from zero and grow a huge following on social media. Start from zero clients and grow a huge clientele. And as you go throughout that journey, you're going to learn how to be the best. And as you become the best at every facet of your craft. So if you're the type of person that you try doing a graduated bob one time and now you don't do short haircuts, you're never going to get good at it. So I urge you to try and be the best at everything that you do. And in this field, you could be specialized, you could be departmentalized, but how much value are you really adding to your clientele? At least you have to know the fundamentals of a haircut if you're a colorist, because the way you color the hair has a direct connection with the way it's being cut. So if you don't know how to style or cut hair, you're going to place your foils or place your color in a way that may not really style right. So it's important that you understand every aspect of what it is that we do. And when I talk about we all start from zero skills. And for the stylists out there who are just starting out, don't try and fast track your timeline. Put the time in and enjoy it. Really enjoy learning everything about this craft. Just because your friend might be super talented and she's a little further beyond where you are right now, it doesn't mean she's better than you. It doesn't mean you're never going to get there. It just means you're on a different time horizon and you're going to come into your own eventually. So don't try and fast track and cut corners to get somewhere. Put the time in needed. You're going to build a very loyal clientele, and you're going to really be able to focus on each person and your skills as you get better and better and better. And from personal experience, I wasn't really busy in the beginning. And it was a good thing I wasn't really busy. It's a good thing that social media wasn't around when I was younger, because I'm really good at getting attention. And that's why you're watching this live right now, because I'm good at getting attention by saying mentioned you in the title. But had I had social media, I probably would have not been as busy the later years of my career, because I would have botched a lot of people up. And so I was talented. That's not to say I wasn't good at doing hair. I just was much better at marketing. So if social media was around for me, I probably would have really dove into it back then and built a huge business, or got a huge amount of clients coming in me, and I would have fucked up a lot of people. So I'm glad that it wasn't around back then. Now that my skills are really good behind the chair, it was easy for me to build a big business, because when I did somebody, I retained them. So if you have a problem with retaining clients, I want you to be like, what is it? We talked about it the other day. Is it your skills or is it your personality? So For all you people out there who say, I only have 200 followers, I only have 1,000 followers, I want you to think about it. What would you do if you were in a room speaking to 1,000 people? Do you know how big that is? Like, do you understand like how many people 1,000 people are? Like, do you understand like how many people 200 people are? Like, think of a packed restaurant, like a bigger restaurant. That's a full restaurant. Could you imagine standing in front of everyone and just talking to them? Could you imagine doing every one of those people's hair? It's a lot of clients. So I want you to give gratitude for the clients that you do have and the followers that you do have, because there's power in that. And just because somebody has 100,000 followers doesn't mean that they're all going to convert into clients. Somebody on social media could have 300 raving fans, and they can make way more money than somebody with 300,000 followers who don't even really care about the thing that they're doing. They just seem to follow because they saw a funny dance or a funny meme or something on their page. But you can really build a huge business with 300 followers. So I want you to stop looking at the vanity metrics on social media and on YouTube. There is a connection between having a huge fan base and success to a certain extent, but that's not everything. I know people who are in the coaching industry who have like 2,000 followers and do $2 million a year. They have a great email marketing machine. They have like social presence to the point where those 2,000 people are paying for a high ticket product for them. So it doesn't necessarily mean there's a direct connection between your followers and how much money you make. So I want you to ask, like, what are you doing this for? Why are you on social media? Is it to become famous or to build a business? If it's to build a business, stop looking at the followers and focus on the followers you do have, because that will increase the quality of your content. That will increase the likability that you have, and that will increase the amount of conversions that you have when you actually enter into a conversation with people and ask them to become a client in your salon. I promise you, if you just stop focusing on trying to get likes and follows and all of those vanity metrics, you're going to really care about your audience of 10 or 100 or 1,000 or 2,000. And sooner or later, because of the amount of value that you're adding and the quality you put into your content and like where it's coming from, it's going to be heard. And people are going to see it, and they're going to share it, and they're going to love it, and they're going to follow you. They're going to tell their friends about it. But if you're coming from a purely vanity metric standpoint just to build followers, it's never going to work. So everyone starts at zero. Even the people you see with 100,000 followers or 1 million followers, unless they bought them, don't ever buy followers. It's going to ruin your account. Everybody started in the salon with 0 clients, and they had to get somewhere. Like, they had to get the first client, and then the second client, and then the third client. If you're at a point right now where you have 0 clients, this is what I want you to do. All right? If you're a salon owner and you have a stylist with 0 clients, this is what I want you to do. If you are a salon owner and you have 0 reviews on Google or Yelp or whatever platform, this is what I want you to do. Everyone's paying attention, right? Take your phone, go into your contacts. I'm going to go to my contacts right here. All right, so you guys can see. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's kind of light. There it goes. I'm going to start at the letter A. And I'm going to send a message to every single person in my contact list and ask them if they want to be a client. And if they don't want to be a client, if they know anybody who wants to be a client. And if you tell me that you're not doing that, that's weird. You don't care about money. You don't care about being successful. You don't value yourself as a hairstylist. You don't think you're good enough. So go back into your mindset, fix your mindset, and tell yourself you're the best. And if you're not the best, if you don't believe that, then become the best. Be so good they can't ignore you. Be so good and valuable at the thing that you do, whether it's haircutting, barbering, coloring, extensions, lashes, permanent makeup, being a salon owner. If you are the best and you believe it, then you're doing every single person in your phone a disservice by not being the person who does that service on them. And if they can't get that service because they're bald or they don't do permanent makeup, maybe they have a friend or a sister or a wife or somebody else. And don't come back to me and tell me that you're struggling with being busy if you didn't message every single person you have a direct contact with. You start with your phone, every single contact. Then you go to your Instagram, every single person that follows you and you're friends with on there. Then you go to your Facebook. Then you start talking to people in public. If you just never shut up and you never stop asking people, I promise you in a year, you're going to be very busy. So everybody starts at zero. The people who get to their dream result fast are the people who put the work in. So if you're the type of person right now watching this saying, I'm not going to message everybody, then you don't want to be successful. I'm sorry. You have no clients right now. If you have 500 contacts in your phone and 50 say yes, guess what? You have 50 clients now. And if you really wow them over with an amazing experience in your salon, they may tell a friend. If you have a referral program, they may tell 3 friends. And that 50 turns to 150. And that 150 turns to 500. And that 500 turns to 1,000. And guess what? Money's not an issue anymore. Clients aren't an issue anymore. Your success is actually happening. But no one is going to save your business but you. I talk to people and they tell me that my owner isn't building me up. I have no clients. They're slow. Well, then what are you doing? Are you messaging everybody? Are you trying to talk to everyone you know? Probably not. You're probably sitting there in the back of the salon scrolling through Instagram or scrolling through TikTok, or you're sitting at home wondering how you're going to get busy. Maybe I should become a realtor. Maybe I should start a laundromat. Maybe I should do something else. No, you have a skill set. Become better at telling people about how great you are. It's not hard to do. Just tell the world how great you are. But you can't do it if you don't believe you're the best. So first, fix your skills. Be so good they can't ignore you. Then you tell the world how great you are, and then everything falls into place. So if you guys are watching on YouTube right now, make sure you click subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Facebook. And if you are on Instagram, you already follow me. If you want to learn more about how to build your business, some of the mindset stuff, DM me the word mindset. I'll unpack a couple things that would really help you reframe your thought process so you can actually grow the business that you love. If you are a salon owner, DM me the word grow, and we'll have a conversation going about how you can grow your salon. But we're going to open up to some Q&A right now. James, I'm not sure if there's any questions. I'll let people pile in and ask questions.
Steffi Moto says, good morning, Nick.
Good morning.
Giovanni, listen to Nick. He knows his stuff. He's helping our salon tremendously.
Giovanni, my man. Guys, if you're in South Pennsylvania, Philly area, you got to check out Giovanni Salon. Him and his brother do amazing work. The whole team does amazing work. Those guys are awesome. Old school stylists. Like, they get shit done the right way. No cookie cutters, no cutting corners. Like, that's the salon you go to when you want a perfect haircut or a perfect color. Love the guys down there.
It's Karina CX. Do you recommend messaging your new followers? Because I know you did that with me. And if you do recommend that, how would I go about it?
Great question. Is that Karina?
Yeah.
Karina, if you follow me, I post content, right? I post content about mindset and about business and about inspiration. Karina, what does she do, James? Does she do hair? Looks like. Doesn't matter. Karina, if you do hair, okay, here's the secret ingredient. Create content that's valuable, that people are engaged with and interested in. And you want 2 types of content, inspiration pictures maybe, and you want some hair tips, right? Valuable hair advice or skincare advice, whatever it is that you do. When you message people, hey, James, thanks for following. Are you following for the hair inspiration or the hair advice or the hair tips or the skincare tips? Reframe the question. Oh, I'm following for the hair advice. I love the advice you give. Great. What's the problem? Anything I can help with? Yeah, I have breakage along my hairline. I don't know what it's from. How do you blow dry your hair? Do you have highlights in the front? Start asking some questions. I tell you what, why don't you come into the salon for a consultation? Just be friendly with people. It's all you need to do is just ask people, be friendly, enjoy the conversation, be there to help people. And if you could help them, then you offer your services. If you can't, thanks for following. I appreciate you enjoying the content. That's it. You don't be like these weird people from China trying to sell you hair extensions, or the people who say they're going to buy you 10,000 followers for $200. You literally just, it's like you're at a party and you bumped into somebody. Hey, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Or, hey, welcome to the party. Who do you know here? Like, it's awkward, but they're following you. They actually decided to take time out of their day to be like, I like this person's content. I'm going to click follow. And you could be like, hey, thanks for following. Why are you following? And then you get a chance to have a conversation. I mean, half the people just ignore me. That's fine. When they're ready to talk to me, I'm here to help them. And if I can't help them, I won't help them. Like, there's a lot of people out there who need a different kind of help than me. Like, I mean, I'd rather refer them to somebody else. Like, if you need technical help, I could 100% teach you how to cut and color hair. But someone like Roberto, he can teach you how to cut hair better. Someone like, Blonde Chronicles, Carly, she could probably teach how to color better hair to me. Like I'm just not doing that. I'd rather teach you mindset, business, leadership, how to grow your salon. But the skills on how, like the technical stuff, I just don't want to teach you. So that's what you do, Karina. You just simply ask them, why are you following? Is it this reason or that reason? If it's one reason or another, you just you ask another question, try and engage and see if you could be of help to them. And if you can, and they're close by, have them come into your salon for a consultation or some kind of service. And it's so basic, but it works. James, is there another question?
Nope, no questions.
All right, cool. Guys, I'm going to look at the other feed I have going on right here. And let's see what we got here. Nick, keep growing the hair out. I love it. All right, cool. I tried your ChatGPT thing, and I'm having a problem. It's not giving me the answers I want. All right, guys, ChatGPT. When it comes to ChatGPT, the quality of the questions you put in is going to have a direct correlation to the quality of the answers it gives out. So when I do a prompt, I will be like, hey, ChatGPT, what information do you need to know about my hair salon in order to craft me the best Google business page biography? Something like that. And then, hey, ChatGPT, I need you to create me a social media post. I need to describe the blonde, the video of a blonde that I did using Shade EQ 9P, 9V, 9GI. I did Schwarzkopf Lightener with 20 volume, and I used a Parlux blow dryer with Olivia Garden brush. Craft me an amazing social media post based on these products that I used, so I can tag them in it and hopefully provide value to people learning about my hair service. Like, go in depth like that. Hey, ChatGPT, I need you to assess my contract or my lease in my salon. I have 8 chairs. How much money, what needs to be true about the revenue being generated by each chair in my salon with the expenses of $4,000 a month, color expenses of $2,000 a week, coffee expense of being $500 a week, my water bill this, my electric bill that, and go down the whole row of things that you need ChatGPT to do the math on, and ask it what needs to be true in order for me to make $500,000 a year. And it will do all the math based on each chair and then give you a price or an amount per chair you need to bring in revenue for each chair. That way you can kind of reverse engineer each one of the stylists at that chair and generate the income you want. You start doing high-level inputs like that to ChatGPT, it's a game changer. So if you're not getting a good result from ChatGPT, you're just not using it right. It means you don't have a good way of framing your questions. So this is an amazing tool too to use for owners and for stylists, honestly. The better questions you ask, the better answers you get from ChatGPT. But if you find yourself having a lot of issues with like doing redos in the salon, or you have yourself coming into issues with like your team members in the salon not being clear on the directions that you give, you probably have a way about you that's not clear. You're probably not good at framing questions. Nobody really frames questions the right way. So ChatGPT, if you have a shitty answer, it's because you have a shitty question. So how good are you at asking questions? That's what you need to figure out. So when it comes to your team or your clients in the chair, you have to ask the questions that bring out the answers that you need to be able to do their hair the right way. Or if you're an owner, you have to ask the questions that reveals the pain point of your stylist or the vision of your stylist so you can help clear that pain up for them. Like if somebody's struggling with a particular haircutting service, maybe that will expose the classes you have to provide for them so they could generate more revenue for the salon and for themselves, and then you have no more redos. So the quality of your questions really increases with time as you're using ChatGPT, and you realize it could really answer everything for you. It's not like Google where you just ask a question and you got a bunch of results you could choose from. You have to really frame the questions properly when it comes to ChatGPT. All right, next question. James, you got any on there?
Nope.
All right. How many are on the live right now?
We got 9, 8.
All right. Guys, ask questions if you got a question here. Today's gonna be a shorter podcast. I got some things to take care of, but I'm here for the questions. Can you use ChatGPT to code your website? Good question, actually. You could use ChatGPT to code your website. Just depends on how good you are at CSS and HTML and all that stuff. If you're not a coder, what I would do is I would probably hire someone from Upwork to code my website rather than pay someone from here, and that'll be a much more inexpensive way to do it unless you're a coder. Like you need to have some kind of understanding of what it is you're asking it to do. But you can 100% do that. I'm moving to a new city. How do I build up? All right, so just like we spoke about, I'm going to reframe the whole question. All right, I'm moving to a new city. How do I build up as quick as possible? First, get a Google business page. Start it now before you even move. Get the address of where you're going. Start getting reviews from your current clients now to lead them on that Google business page if you don't have one. Then I would start becoming friends with local restaurants, bartenders, anyone in the area. Let them know, hey, I'm coming to the area. Just engage in a conversation with them. I would start running ads in the area, and I would start running ads pretty aggressively, showcasing your work, getting people into your world. Here's the reason why. If you guys remember Sonic, who has a Sonic by them? Like the fast food restaurant Sonic? If you guys don't, then don't worry. But James, you remember Sonic?
Yeah.
Do you guys remember when Sonic used to run commercials like crazy in your area before there was a Sonic? And there was no Sonic in the area.
I wanted Sonic so bad because of that.
Yeah,
Sonic
and then
sucks.
Yeah, and then it's terrible food, but they were so good at marketing. But what's good marketing do? Makes a bad product sell faster. So had Sonic had a really good product, they would have really crushed it, but they just suck. So they run ads like crazy in the area to increase awareness and the desire for the product. So if you get like 1,000 people in the community you're going to talking about who this amazing hairdresser is, and they're not even there yet, and you create a wait list for them, once you hit the ground, you got clients. So when I say I can go to any area in the world and be busy in 6 months, like the busiest stylist in the area, I'm not lying. Like if everyone wants to like do a challenge, I'll be happy to do that challenge. So that's what I would do if it was me. So hope that clears up your question. All right, guys. So we're going to wrap it up early today. If you got no questions, if you got one coming up.
Yep.
All right. Ask the question.
We got from Rincon Styles. How would you get your pre-booking high-end salon when you have an app available to them?
How would I get my pre-booking high when I have an app available to them? Who is it? Is it a barber or hairstyles? Salon?
Rincon
Styles. All right, cool. So here's what I would do. You got your client in the chair, right? I would have an iPad or I would have their phone out. And as you're engaging in a conversation, I'm like, hey, do you have our app to book appointments? No, I don't. Here's the link. Download it now for me. It's very simple. Let me show you how it works. You start cutting the hair, blowing out the hair. All right, so yeah, go here, go select my name. I think you should come back in like 4 months. Typically, it's or 3 months or 12 weeks or 8 weeks, whatever. Excuse me, that number is. And I would have them book the appointment right there in the chair. Like literally pre-book it while they're sitting in your chair using the app. But like, hey, I want to make sure there's no problems with you using the app or logging in. So just log in while I'm here. And then they log in while you're there. And then you have them book the appointment. And that way there's no issue. Now, if you want to do another high-level move that I like to do, it's called the camcorder method. Film yourself on the phone with a screen recorder on your phone, booking an appointment with the app. Also do on a desktop. Put links to each one of those videos on your website or email that sends out a reminder so they can book the appointment on the app. They could watch a video on how to do it properly so there's no friction with them booking the appointment. So that's what I would do. But yeah, have them do it right in the chair. Any more questions?
He said genius. Or she.
Guys, if you have questions like this, you want to be part of a program and a part of a community that honestly supports you across. I always do a sales pitch every day. It's not a sales pitch. This is literally here to help you. Like, there's curriculum, there's community, there's coaching. DM me the word grow. Don't like suffer trying to figure this out on your own. Like, it's brutal. It took me 25 plus years to create businesses like this that run without me, and I'm just giving it to you, right? And you get this in a community with coaching and curriculum at the Level Up Academy. Just DM me the word grow, and we will get you in the academy, and you will completely change your whole entire career. So with that said, you guys are amazing. Tune in tomorrow. I think I might have Ann on tomorrow. Ann! She's doing hair right now, but Ann's coming on tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. If not, I'll have another guest. And I will see you later. Guys, have an amazing day.